I really just want to pay attention to on console on shoot. Hey there, and welcome back to Eeveetronics Arcade by Super Theo over on Game Joel. Not what you might have been expecting. We are still covering the Five Nights at Maggie's games. I just figured it might make sense to wait for next Monday, because if I end up playing some of Five Nights at Maggie's 3 on Friday and not upload anything over the weekend, you know, it's like a weird break, and I try to avoid that as much as I can. So we'll be covering that on Monday. However, I want to cover Eeveetronics one more time because someone mentioned in the comments a while back that, or I think about 1 or 2 weeks ago, that the game got an update, right? 1.1.1, where a few things got added, specifically visual cues for some of the animatronics here, along with the what's it called? Newbie got nerfed, like this custom night got nerfed, which, oh, I see now. Before Newbie had everyone set to 1, now it removes Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. Okay. But yeah, I wanted to take another crack at it because despite me getting through 2 trios, top shelf and bottom shelf, or middle shelf, I could not get through intermediate to save my life. One of the biggest things for me was struggling with the sound cues. I was not really catching them, and as a result, I kept getting caught off guard by one character one way or another. Now, what is actually interesting about that is that there's actually a challenge where you can disable sound cues, which I don't even want to imagine that kind of monstrosity. I mean, without sound cues, you would have to target specific. You would have to keep an eye on Umbreon, Espeon. To be honest, to some extent, I tried playing as if I had no sound cues, but that'd be really tough. You'd have to watch these two. You'd have to watch Eevee, Vaporeon. Jolteon might be a really interesting one. I'm never touching no sound cues. You know, give me all the sound cues. But I'm curious to see if this time around we can actually make a dent in some of these other challenges, because I think we made, what, 2 videos, I think, and I just could not get past the intermediate, which was unfortunate. But let's see what we can do here. I actually have tried recording this a couple times, like 5 minutes or so, to get familiar with mechanics, the hotkeys. I'm really curious how things are gonna go visual cue wise, because the visual cues I really need help with are mainly Espeon and Vaporeon. Those are the 2 that I keep bloody missing, from what I remember. And so, honestly, this would be great. Now, I'm trying to remember. I remember how Eevee works. I don't want to use the music here. I want to use... Oh, there's a visual cue in the... Oh, that's right. Umbreon was also one I had an issue with. But... Oh, wow. That's actually a really colorful sound cue. Uh-oh. Whoops. Wrong thing. I accidentally targeted the wrong thing. Oh, it's not even just that, but they actually show you where the camera is. I completely forgot how to shut the door. It's the lever on the very left. Okay, so they have some very useful visual cues. I thought they were just gonna be visual cues that would like help, like, I thought they were gonna just tell me like they're active, but so far, so for Espeon, as I was trying to say, they show where the camera is, and they kind of give like a general range of where Vaporeon is. It seems like, maybe. I mean, it showed like a pulsing, effect here. But yeah, Umbreon was another one that I was missing because I don't know how. I was like, it was driving me nuts. I was trying to do all sorts of things to keep up with them, but one way or another, I faltered. And so eventually I was like, I'm spending so much time on it and I'm making no progress. I'm gonna have to call it quits. But I think these visual cues might give me exactly what I need, honestly. Okay, let's see, where is... Of course, the last camera. I gotta also remember, look at this. Where are you? Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Ventilation system. That I'm trying to There's a button to shut the door. I have to remember. I have to figure out what it is. I'm trying to. You know what? Aren't my hotkeys right here? Control. See, instead of using the bloody mouse, I could just use this. Okay. As for Vaporeon's visual cue, as we just saw, it's just a general visual cue, but it doesn't tell you exactly where they are, like Espeon, which is fine. Okay, remember this and then control. Don't even look to the left. Don't even look to the left. Don't bother. You are this. There we go. Okay. See what I mean? Like, I would never have... Oh my god, hold on. That is not what I meant to do. Oh my god. Okay, I remember your mechanic. Okay, Vaporeon. Oh lord, hold on. Wait, when did Leafeon... I didn't realize Leafeon showed up at my office. But okay, it's definitely feeling more doable this time around for sure. It's like, that's the thing, I wasn't even getting... I was getting more overwhelmed with those other presets with like the 20 difficulty characters, but here it's not as crazy. The thing was just that so many times, Espeon, like as I said already, right? I would kick off by Espeon, Umbreon, Vaporeon, and be like, wait, they started moving? I didn't even realize. It's just, I don't know what it was. I tried raising my volume, everything. The sound cues literally just glided over my brain and my ears. It's like, it was horrible. I could not. It was just like, I don't even know how to describe it. I don't even know if I could call it a skill issue. Or maybe I guess I could call it my ears skill issue at that point. Hearing comprehension issue. I mean, like, I could not for the life of me get that sound cue. I could not. Go on. Vaporeon has to be first. I think the other thing that also, for me, gets quite stressful at times is the sheer amount of maintenance you have to worry about. Because there's so much to keep track of, you don't really want to leave that for a second. And that on top with how crazy active, what's it called? Sylveon is. It's another thing that I have to like constantly worry about. Eevee. Oh my god, I forgot to keep an eye on Eevee. Okay. Fix. Oh wait, they have a visual indicator for Eevee. It's just very subtle. Oh, what the hell? Oh lord, I'm forgetting you. Okay, let's not fumble now. I'm actually collapsing a little bit with Sylveon here. There we go. Oh no, you relax. Come on. Okay. Come on. I almost didn't pay attention to them. Oh, and that's the wrong thing to really focus on right now. Come on. 6. Come on, just tell me it's 6 AM. I'm begging you, give it. Not. Oh my god, we actually beat intermediate. I don't know if there was any other balancing done with characters to be honest, but for Sylveon, I felt like I managed that a lot more easily. Special challenges and extras, that's really all I needed. That was really the only thing I needed to actually get anything additional. So that's great. Those visual cues came in clutch, honestly. If you can play this without the visual cues and without the sound cues, then props to you, because I don't know, again, it's like it was such a bizarre experience. I've had trouble with sound cues in the past, whereas like sometimes they would just fly over my head and I wouldn't realize them. And I don't know, with this game it was rough, to say the least. Now, oddly enough, they set special challenges. Oh wait, is it because I don't have newbie beaten? I think that's why. Okay, let's get rid of newbie then. I'm guessing that's the reason why I don't have anything unlocked. You'd think that'd be the first thing, but for some reason, I don't know, it was weird. It was, because the night was everyone set to 1, but it didn't feel like they were set to 1. Like, they felt pretty active for, you know, level 1 difficulty out of 20, right? So, I don't know, it didn't, like, again, like I saw, it was like, the fact that I had a much easier time doing the other nights compared to newbie, I was like, I don't know. It also could be because I was trying to pretty much get used to all of the mechanics at once. But I don't know, I felt like the frequency was like insane. I don't know why. But anyways, we're gonna get through this, and then I think we'll be able to get those special challenges and extras section. Because there are more characters. We know that for a fact. There's like 4 slots. So that should prove interesting. In other news, I'm wrapping up the script for the anti-clockwise story breakdown. Hopefully I can get that done pretty soon, because it's been a while since I did the crawl space story breakdowns. I still have to do one more, but I want to try and like space something else out, and admittedly I've been a bit complacent with my scripts. I'm still even working on the Finance to Maggie's, not Maggie's, Finance to Candy stuff. And see, now we finally get our bloody additional menus. But we still don't have these. Oh wait, nope, there we go. Oh, what? These are so easy. Front burner, just these 4. Colorful, these 5, and engineer, this other set of 5. Okay, not bad, honestly. We have unused content, which we'll definitely go through, and we can go through the several characters. This is great. Great. Alright, so front burner. Okay, now we gotta kick things up a notch. We're not dealing with newbie anymore. We have Espeon, Vaporeon, oh my god, front burner. They're all camera characters. I have no reason to go off camera, basically. So this should be easy. Should be. What? Fan-made challenger approaching. Oh, I should have known. I should have known it was going to be too easy. Keep an eye at her stability. I was about to say, like, that looks way too easy. Great. I mean, let's see. Stability. Who in the world? Who the hell are you? Okay. Well, wait. Okay, nothing new in there. Is that what they mean? Okay, so luckily again, this still means I do not have to go off camera for anything whatsoever. And there's a pretty clear audio, not audio. There's a pretty clear, oh god, so much going on. I don't like this. There's a pretty clear visual indicator for this one here. Oh, that's, yep, I forget, just press shift. That's... Wait, who is that? Oh, Vaporeon. I did want my trigger happy. We can't really afford to be trigger happy because with you... But, yep, that's what I was worried about. The problem is Sylveon, if you make any mistake whatsoever, it's gonna backfire badly. Sylveon's one of those characters where... Especially on 20 difficulty, you cannot afford to mess up their rotation whatsoever. I did it again. I'm stalling myself. Jesus Christ. Problem is their last phase, I think I think it is that camera. So I need to be really quickly here. Oh my god, wait. Hit you immediately. Oh, that's not good. You literally dodged my flash. God damn it. I think this run's over. Run might be over already because they're not really giving me much opportunity here. It literally dodged that flash at the very end, which is a horrible way to just lose progress here. Even at 3 AM, this is not a great spot, honestly. Makes me concerned. Oh my god, you did it again. Oh, no way. Oh, actually, no, I think this is the last spot. God damn it, not good. One. That was a bad idea. One. Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there, stay. Oh, and I lost Eevee. Shoot. Well, it's 4 AM. Could have been worse, honestly. Literally, that's the one thing you can't mess up with. If you mess up with Sylveon, it all starts crumbling down. Flash. Come on, stay there. Five AM, this is good. God damn, I hate it when you do that. Not funny, Sylveon. Shoot. Come on. Oh, not good. Not good. Come on. We did it. Oh, that was getting really close for comfort, honestly. That's like, those are the tricky parts. The fact that they can wake up and immediately leave the camera. Breezeon. Yeah, that's a new one. The fact that they can just do that. That's where things get really tense because you basically lose a lot of time there. So it's such a weird, like, it's sort of the one thing I'm not a big fan of. Probably just because, again, like, it just, in a way, kind of, it cheats you out of a flash, really. I mean, it cheated me out of 2 flashes with that. But regardless, that's front burner. Colorful, we already know it's gonna add another one. Alright, I'm probably gonna leave this for another recording session, so on to the future me. Alright, it's the next day. Now, we obviously finished front burner. Colorful is next. So we got the 3 characters at the window. Jolteon, which means door, and vents. So this should honestly be very simple. What worries me, I mean, I only have to go on camera for maintenance with Jolteon and Umbreon, right? Now the question is, who are they gonna add? Who is here? Who's gonna be our new challenger? Because this is where things get interesting. Use the corresponding color from his eyes to reset him at the console. Oh boy. Wait, what was that gonna look like? The console. It's not here. From the console. Okay, wait, hold on. I didn't mean to do that. No. Okay. Alright, now the console. What could they be referring to here? Do they have a spot anywhere? Not that I can see. Okay, so I really just want to pay attention to on console on shoot. I still have no clue what they're talking about. Console. Is there anything? Choose console slash. So it is a it's a mechanic like the other, like Glaceon, Leafeon, and Flareon. But then no, but they say console here. So is it this? It's not. So it's not the ARS. No. Okay. They're done. Okay. Let's reset the vent system. And then door. Easy. Get rid of Flareon. And my question now is, how often will Colorful show up? That is not what I meant to do. Shoot. Damn it. That. Oh. Okay. I did it just in time. Nope. It needs to be green. What the hell? I'm guessing that was Leafeon's jump scare, which made me think a bit of Glitcheon, honestly. That was unexpected. Again? Maybe I just got really unlucky. Uh-oh, I'm being haunted by something now. Great. That might be the reason why I kept getting, but that doesn't make sense. I guess that's just a random rare scene. I don't know, but it definitely wasn't Leafeon getting me then. It just kept it just coincided with me dealing with Leafeon's mechanics twice in a row. Blue, yeah. I think they can only show up at the door, or they can show up in the office when you have the monitor up. So the longer you stay off the cameras, the better. You just have to go on the cameras to deal with Umbreon, maintenance, and then they'll be good to go. What? Well, that's incredibly frustrating. I don't know why that's happening. Literally, I'm just scanning the room now. Completely. I refuse to get caught like that again. Or, well, caught, quote unquote. I doubt it's actually happening because nothing has appeared on my sides anyway. But it's the only thing that's keeping me sane right now. Because either I'm extremely unlucky to have gotten caught by all those mechanics at once like that, or something's happening. Given by how everything got red all of a sudden, I think I'm on the right track there. Overall, as I expected, it was not really that difficult. I just kept getting caught by BS jump scares. I mean, hell, if you're gonna give me that kind of jump scare, at least give me something, you know, to show for it. At least, you know? Okay. I expect the door mechanic to happen one more time. One last. Yep, there you go. And now, get rid of Flareon. I think that should be it for the most part. I'm just waiting on the windows now. There we go. Okay. I was about to say, bro, if I died again for some weird reason, that stupid Glitcheon clown. Wyveon unlocked. Okay. So now the last one we have is Engineer. Before what I imagine is like a max difficulty? Not even really, because we're missing a fourth character here. But Engineer has Umbreon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, and Eevee plus Sylveon. The fact that it includes Sylveon means it's going to be tough already. It's very similar to Front Burner, only instead of Espeon, you get Jolteon. This one's going to be tough. And I don't even know who the additional character is yet. What are they going to do? Use the heat on the vent they tried going through. Great. So you got two vent mechanics happening. Does that mean... Oh my god, yep, I was waiting for this to become a thing. It finally has become a thing. Now, what sucks is that I can't tell what mechanic it'll use. Oh boy. Now, okay, no more easy nights. I wonder... Okay, I don't think the heater has a hotkey button, unfortunately. Jesus Christ. Oh, you have to hold it. There's a lot going on. I don't like this. There's so much. Okay, hold on. I forgot about Eevee. Unlike the other characters, their visual cue is very subtle, so I'm not surprised that I missed that one. This one's gonna be tough, because you have to manage now two vent mechanics, and just in general, you have to deal with more maintenance. So already, like the moment this character got introduced, it was already gonna be tough to deal with. And then, oh my god, this is gonna be so frustrating. Luckily, I don't think there's any door characters, like window characters, I don't think. Right, because there's Jolteon. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see for now. Wait, I heard that. Okay. There we go. Vents. Now we got... Oh, I never refreshed the... Hold on. Yep, already off to a bad start. Oh, and the heater. That is not what I meant to do, and I didn't... Oh my god, I'm all over the place. Well, it's already... Music's already playing, so I actually might have gotten away with that. Controlled shock isn't ready. No way. Look, it's all offline. It's all offline. This is horrible. I lost. I lost. Hey there. I guess I get to see your jump scare next. That is... No, I want to see your jump scare. Don't stop trying to interrupt. Could this... I mean, that's why I managed to be intermediate, but The tricky part with this is that it literally engineer it's no wonder it's called engineer, because it tackles every form of bloody maintenance. Every form of maintenance under the sun. That's like the one thing. It's like I'm surprised. Like the thing about this is that again, it doesn't have like a fix all button, which is why you have to really plan out your maintenance. But it is not easy. It's the tricky part. Like the way you want to really go about it is you have to go about the mechanics in the order that they happen. So whoever is the first one to show up, besides the flash you have to do pretty much every so often, or as often as possible. But it's like, oh my god, seriously? Wait, no, you're just sleeping in there. Wait. No, you're not. Wait, no, you're actually in there. Hold on. See, now I gotta deal with the heater. Or not the heater, but it's all over the place. It's all over the place. It's okay. Now I gotta deal with the door system because I did already in the bloody vent. Wrong character. That is not what I meant to do. This is so backfiring. What sucks is that this one takes a while because it's the only mechanic that I actually have to hold down. Shoot, and I didn't this is too much. It's too much. I don't know how it is so tough to try and keep up with. I didn't think I was actually to think of all of all the nights to fail on. It's gonna be the one that tackles the maintenance. I can't say I'm too surprised, honestly. The maintenance part of this game is arguably one of the toughest, especially when you clue in this clown, because of how often you have to reset their maintenance. It just, oh, it is tough. Damn it, I was gonna... Why the hell did they make it a hold button? God damn it. Why the one time? You couldn't just make it a simple... Just get me. Just get me. Please. The fact that I wish it was just a button press. Because then it's like... If I don't have any maintenance going on while I'm doing that mechanic, it's lost time. It's lost time. Screw that. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, that's so frustrating. God damn it. But at least, honestly, we made it a lot farther than I thought we would. I mean, obviously, there's something like this, which I'm not going to do because we've already seen that I can't handle all the maintenance at once. This, even taking this character out, I don't think I'd be able to do this. In terms of the new mechanics, right, they're pretty straightforward. Luckily, this one's just a button press. Like, again, you're kind of like calming them down. And then here you got to match the colors. But again, games like these, especially like ones that focus on like this custom scale, is always going to be about like, sometimes it's like simple mechanics. It's all simple mechanics, but it's when they work in tandem with each other, it gets really tough. So with that in mind, we're going to take our bronze trophy here. Characters wise, let's take a look here. We got Sylveon, Fairy, Dex number 700, date February 21st. Then we have Glaceon, Ice 471, September 1st. Leafeon, Grass 470, June 18th. Umbreon, Dark, February 7th, 197. They do have a blue border, I was right. Espeon, Psychic, 196, August 21st. Flareon, 136, January 10th. And then Jolteon, well not, I don't know why I said then Jolteon, there's more. Electric, 135, March 12th. Vaporeon, Water, 134, December 3rd. Eevee normal 133 November 21st. Do any of these numbers mean anything to me? Not really, unfortunately. I don't know much about that. I mean, you can tell actually, if there's anything you could tell. You have the original Eevee. There you have like the 3 elemental evolutions. Then later on they got like the psychic and the dark evolutions, and then way further on you have like kind of like specialized elementals with like grass, ice, and then finally the fairy type. And then in terms of unused content, fact number 1, old designs. The light button was part of the original door mechanic and worked as a brief flash to know if there were any foes around. So you also have like vulnerable target. So I guess it would just been a whole separate mechanic to see who's at the window. Then you have the original door mechanic where the door was supposed to work the classic way where you just open or close it rather than just have it shut down for a period of time. Espeon's music box. Originally, Espeon had the music box mechanic instead of Eevee, with the difference of disappearing from her stage instead. Then you have Eevee's original mechanic, where she was going to appear from the air ducts in the office where you had to stare at her. I think that's a mechanic from the regular Eeveelution games, right? Or at least I think Eevee had a mechanic like that in Eeveelution. Then you have Glaceon's door mechanic, who is going to be the only one where you need to close the door when she's staring from the window. Of course, that got transferred over to Jolteon instead. Then Jolteon was the one who had the scanner mechanic, where you had to quickly click at him when he passes through the window super fast. That sounds odd. Then the arcade room. This room was planned to be one of the cameras, but was later replaced by the dance floor one. And then the camera fix. Cameras could potentially be deactivated where you had to repair from the console, but was later replaced with the vents. Given that this game ends up having like 6 different maintenance fixes, I'm glad we didn't have to worry about cameras like that. And then the original office point of view, there was originally a door at both the left and right side with a window. The idea of the scanner mechanics wasn't there. So I wonder if they just at that point would have just went left or right side, or you just had different mechanics based on which door they went to. But that concludes our second look into Eeveetronics Arcade. Definitely made it farther, right? We beat Intermediate, Front Burner, and Colorful. Definitely, like, this for me is like my best achievement by far. Given I was only able to do this when they added in the visual cues, great quality of life change overall. Because, I don't know, at least, again, from my point of view, I just kept missing the sound cues. They just kept getting away from me. As for these, you know, adding the additional characters here, like, well, they didn't add them in the update. I just finally got to see some of them, right? Very nice, you know, fan-made designs. Obviously, we weren't able to take a look at the last 2. Well, we know what this one does, right? They kind of camp out in the vent alongside Umbreon, but who knows what this one would have been. Maybe we would have unlocked this for the final night custom preset, but unfortunately that's going to be left unknown to me at this point in time. Regardless, it's been great to revisit and actually make more progress, because I don't know, it felt like, I mean, I feel like more complete now that we were able to at least get these 2 sections as well, right? And we got a little trophy, because before it was like we only beat what, 2 trios, top shelf and middle shelf. Intermediate kept kicking my ass, and newbie I kind of like quit early on because it was just beating me, even though there was just 1 difficulty. I think the one thing, I don't know, again, I get why this function probably just doesn't exist, where you have a button that would just do all of the maintenance at once. I get why that doesn't exist, because again, like, a lot of this game is about balancing your maintenance, right? You have to really pick your times to do everything rather than just rely on a fix-all. And even so, at this speed, I don't even think a fix-all button would really work as effectively, because for one, you have to always do flash constantly, right? That's the one thing. And then it's also a matter of how long a function like that would take, right? Like, how long would a button that fixes every maintenance available take relative to doing them one by one? I think from a balancing aspect, it just might not work. So again, so this is one of those things that I figured I'd mention. But with all that said, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, hit that notification bell to keep up to date on future videos. The game will be in the description below as always. Next time we'll be taking a look at Five Nights at Maggie's 3 Classic. And with that said, I'll see you in another video. Take care.